Hey there everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and tonight we're going to make these 4 little birds here into something cute. I've already drawn on them, so it'll be easier for me to paint. I try to do that before I come on, and I'm a little bit late tonight. I'm between 6 and 6:30 like I said I was going to be, because I had to work late tonight, so I had to be late on here. Hey Miss Tony, how are you doing? It's good to see you on here. Thank you so much. Let me pull my sleeves up a little bit so I don't get paint on them. These are going to be little brown birds, and they do have a little bit of white on them and maybe a little bit of red. Hey, Miss Jenny, they're just fictional birds. They're not really anything specific. So it's good to see y'all. Hey, Miss Vicky, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, Miss Linda Creedon, how are you doing? It's so good to see everybody. Hey, Miss Patty Price, how are you doing? So I've got some little feathers here. I'm going to put a little bit on the heads of this. I'm also going to get a couple of caps. I did buy these after Christmas at Hobby Lobby. Hey, Linda Tanner. But they don't move very much. These are hard. So I'm not sure that this will look good on them. And I do have some little bitty hats, and they do stretch a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can use them. I was only going to put it on a couple of them anyway. Hey, Miss Deborah, it's good to see you. You're almost well, been dealing with your first winter cold. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Tony, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Hey, Diane. Hey, Miss Ruth, how are you doing? Hopefully y'all are doing good today and y'all had a good Wednesday. Tomorrow I have to go to do BLS at work, which is basic life support. So I have to do that in the morning, part of my day anyway. Hey, Miss Debbie. I had a pretty good day, thank you. Hey, Miss Paula, Miss Gail, it's good to see y'all. And I thought that I would put glasses on at least one of them, so I've got 2 different size glasses here. I may do both of them on 2 of them. So I just wanted to do them a little bit different, and they're just kind of cute. So we're going to go ahead and paint the back and the sides red. I mean, not red, but brown. And just cover this up a little bit. They're going to be little brown birds with a little bit of white on it. Hey, Miss Deborah, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. I'm going to try to do the back first, then we'll dry it, and that way the back will be finished. And then we'll do the sides, of course, as well. But I just want to get this part painted. Maybe I could use a bigger brush for this part, huh? Let's see. Since it's a big area. I know Elizabeth changed her time today. She's going to come on a little bit later. Did she say 7:30? I can't remember what she said, but you don't want to miss her. All right. So let me try to do all of these in one direction so it doesn't look funny on here every which way. So I've got the back painted. And this is just nutmeg brown like I always use. Hey, Miss Catherine, how are you doing? It's good to see you. So I'm going to dry this. That way I can put it on the plate here or wherever I need to put it. Hey, Miss Patsy Perry, how are you doing? It's good to see you. We'll get all this. Hopefully I won't blow my little feathers away, because we'll need them in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just set this down, and I'm going to just use this bigger one just to do these areas right here. It's a little bit more difficult on the front, so I'm going to do the smaller brush on the front. Just because the faces are on there and all that good stuff, and it's going to be more than one shade. So I'm going to do it this way on the sides, but not on the front. Hey, Miss Jerry, thank you for painting the page. I appreciate that. Help me get my page out there. I appreciate it. I'm just going to wipe my finger on here a little bit. It's going to go over the edge a little bit because this is a big brush. But that's okay because the top part's going to be a little brown anyway. Hey, Miss Janice Olam, how are you? Elizabeth posted a little while ago that she would not be on tonight. Tomorrow at 5:15. Oh, well, I hope she's not sick. Maybe she had something to come up with work or something. Well, thanks for telling me that, since I told everybody to go over there. Hey, Miss Shirley. Sometimes I don't get everybody's messages and stuff because I'm at work and I can't look at it all the time. I try to catch up with it and see things. Hey, Miss Sharon, Miss Patty Willard, how are you doing? All right, let me get this dry on the sides here. Looks like I got it pretty good. Did y'all have a good day today? I had to work, but I didn't work as late as I did yesterday. I worked till 6:15 yesterday, and that was too long. I was tired when I left. All right. So it's a little bit messy right there and right there, but that's going to dry and it'll be the same color. Hey, Sharon Steets and Miss Donna, how are you doing? Hey, Miss June, you were able to come on, girl. Thank you for being here. All right, so this is the way the little birds are going. I've got them all together, but we're going to make them separate a little bit. And let me just take the brown paint out of here. Thank you. There's Miss Lori's little puppy that I like. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of the brown. This is just a regular little flat brush. It's kind of used a lot. I'm going to go around the edge here, and we're going to go on the side right where the little arms are, because they're a little bit different from the body. Hey, Denise. Started a new Bible study called Amos by Jennifer Rothschild. You'll have to tell us if that's good or not. All right. So I'm just doing these. I don't really know what I'm going to do. We're just going to do it kind of around the edge a little bit. And I'm going to go right to here like this. Kind of go around the body just like that. And then we'll end up putting some white. There's another puppy Miss Carolyn put on there. How can I do that? I don't know how. I don't know how to do the puppies. Alright, so I'm just kind of going around here a little bit. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to put probably in between here some black so it looks like it's behind them a little bit. Hey, Miss Susan Dixon, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on and watching me. A friend of mine came that used to work with me, and she was asking me how I do it, you know, working full time and trying to do my craft business, because she said her little boy watches me too, which is really cute. Oh my goodness, Carolyn. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're just going around here like this. And you won't see the arms on these couple of birds. You'll see it right here and on this side as well, but most of them are kind of behind the bird. Hearing noise out there. I'm doing it just where I had put a little area over the eyes, so we're just going to do all that brown. And I'm going to do the same thing right in here, just around their faces. A little bit of brown, and I'll show you as soon as I finish this one. Let's see here. And here's his little wing, I guess. Not his arms, but his wing, but I'm still calling it a little wing or an arm. So here's basically the birds, and then we're going to put some other colors to make it look a little better. Let me see here how I want to do this. I'm going to put this right in here and this right here. Now their feet are right here in the front, and we'll do those black. Hey Jessica, how are you doing? Thank you for coming on. Alright, so I want to just leave those for a second. I'm going to get a better brush that's flat. This one's a little bit flatter and not so messy. I like the little emojis, Patty. Dollar Tree has all their Christmas 75% off. You got a few things. Well, that's good. Alright, so we're going to do the whole thing that's not brown. We're going to do it white. And then I'm going to put a little bit of red right up here at the chest to make it look cute. Just a little different. And I'm just going to go around this. And I'll show you after I do the first one. Let's see here. Kind of looks like a heart around the face. Even though it's not a heart, but it kind of looks like it. So I'm starting to get it around there like that. And the beak is going to be right there. So we're going to go around the beak. Kind of around this. I'm going to see how that goes. We're going to finish the one and then we'll finish the rest of them because I just want to see what it looks like. I don't know what it's going to look like. So we'll see. I kind of want it to look like feathers a little bit. So I'm kind of making it messy on purpose. And I'm just going to... I think I might put some brown in between the feet. Alright. So I've kind of just done it like that, okay? But we're going to dry this for just a second. Hey, Tommy Sue. Hey, Miss Robin. You'll have to watch on replay. That's okay. I understand if you can't stay. I got a little bit of the brown right there, but that's all right. Then we're going to take, I'm going to move that out of the way. I don't like that one. We can use this one for the red. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use a little bit of red. It's kind of a medium shade of red instead of real bright, but it's a little bit bright. But I'm going to take it and we're just going to put a little bit. I don't want a whole lot. I'm going to kind of do it like this. And I'm kind of making it a little dry brush instead of all wet. Even though I'm putting it in the water here. It just doesn't want to flow very well. There we go. I want it to flow a little bit better. Kind of like that. Okay. That's just kind of the chest a little bit. And I'm going to dry that as well. Hey, Miss Rosa, how are you? I think you must have been an animal in the past life because you're so creative. I recreate every animal so perfect. I don't know about that, but I appreciate you saying that. I don't know what kind of animal. Maybe I was a bird. Denise Turner had injections today. Praying. Help me. I hope it helps you with your pain too. I'm so sorry. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do kind of a mustardy golden color for the beaks. And I might even put a little bit of brown in it so it doesn't look quite so yellow. And we're going to do it this way. I'm going to put a little bit of brown in there because I don't want it to be quite so yellow. Let's see. Let me finish it. It doesn't look too bad yellow. But I'm going to highlight it a little bit. We're not just going to have a big blob right there. And let's see. I need black, and I forgot to put that. Hey, CC Creations. I don't know your name. What's your name? Hey, Hey Michelle, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on. All right, so we're gonna first get the thing off of here, and then we're gonna just kind of do this, and we're gonna fill these in. At first, this is what the little feet look like, but I'm gonna color them in black and then put a little white on there. Hey, Miss Janice and Lana, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you on, I think. What I'm going to do is just paint the whole thing, and then we'll take some white and go between the feet a little bit. And I'm going to put brown right here in between because we want that to be the bottom of the bird. But these are little fictional birds. They're not really anything specific. Alright, so, and then we're gonna, let me get the little brush and we're gonna paint a little bit of white right up here above. Goodness. Gotta get all the water out of there. I'm gonna put it right in here. Because it needs a little bit right in there and right at the eyes. Because I kind of went around the eyes. I just didn't want to cover those up because I wanted to see where they went exactly. Alright. So let's see. We're going to take a little bit of brown. Let me get my brushes clean here. And we're going to take it and we're going to put a little bit in between here. Just to be like the rest of it. Just like that. And then I'm going to take it and go around the beak. If I can do it. Put some white on this side. And then we're going to go on the top of it as well. Not doing too well here. Let's see. This is the bad brush, I think. A bad brush. Let me see. But I'm kind of outlining the mouth a little bit, or the beak. Just like that. Now we're going to take a little bit of the white and go back over that area. Hey, Miss Janet, how are you doing? So good to see you on. Let's see. So let me take a little bit of the white, and I've got a feather on it, and we're just going to go right around this. We don't want to cover up where the brown is. We just want to cover up where it really should be white. Sometimes when it's really tiny, it's hard to float that color on there. So I'm just going to go over this where the eyes are and everything. Cover up that brown that kind of mixed in with it. Like that. Get a little bit underneath here. All right. Just like that. Okay. Then we're going to take a little bit of black, a very thin line of black, and we're going to go in between the beak. And I'm just kind of making them look like they're smirking a little bit. And I'm going to put a little dot for the eye right here. The same thing on this side. Okay. So that's him right now. And I'm going to take this and go right in here, just a thin line. So I'm going to take some of the paint off. And we're just going to kind of go around here. He almost looks like a brown penguin, a little bit. I'm going to take the same thing and just kind of go in here with it. This one on the end's kind of a weird looking child. And then I'm going to take this and go up a little bit like it's got its little wing right there on the outside. And then there's a wing kind of here, but it's behind there. And then I want to make sure that I paint in between right here, because you want them to look like there's a space in between them, like they've got some background. I could have done it blue or something, but it might have looked funny. So let me paint that in and I'll show it to you real quick. And I'm going to make this go in between because we want to see the two different birds. So let me just see how that works. Just like that, okay? So there's a space in between them, and then I put them where the wings are. What's going on? You said prayers, Miss Denise. Miss Janice needing more prayers. I'm going to go around the face here a little bit as well. And this one is kind of out a little bit from the others. So we'll figure out which ones we're going to do the little hats. I'm going to do a little bit of an eyebrow because I think it needs one, okay? I don't know. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Peggy, I didn't see you. How are you doing? All right, so we've got that. And we're going to do the other two the same way. I just kind of want to look at the feathers a little bit and see how I want to do this. I'm going to cut this part off because I don't like the very tip. Let's see. I'm just going to take a little bit. Now some of this is going to come off, which this did, and that's kind of what I want. I want this kind because I just want a little bit on the top. That's so cute. And then we're going to have glasses on them, which this one looks like it needs big glasses. These are a little bit smaller, and then this one's kind of fat too. Thank you for those stars. Whoever's given those besides Jason, because I see more than that on there. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. All right. So we're going to take this again, and we're going to just paint the white part. And I may just go on and do the white and leave the red. Just like this. I'm just kind of going around it. I really can go over the, thought that was a spider for a second. It was scary. Hey, Miss Beverly and Miss Bonnie, how are y'all doing? Thank you for coming on here. So this has got a little bit more water in it than I want it to have. I'm just going to do it like this. Needs a little bit more because it had too much water in it. And this may be a little bit too big, so we're just going to go around it a little bit too. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the white on all of them, just because I have it in my brush here. So I'm just going around it. kind of like that. It always works out in the end, so they're all gonna look a little bit different, I guess. Just gonna keep going around here. Ooh, I got such an itch. Is it from those feathers? Or is it that junk I've been having? And we're going to put some brown down here at the bottom too, just like I did on this one. Oops, I don't want that. But we'll put it white right now. Now we could put these on like a piece of tree, a branch, or whatever. But I'm just going to do it tonight without the branch. I may end up putting it on some background and then put this on top of it. I don't know. Hey, Miss Pat, how are you doing? We'll see. Alright, so let me get the brown. I'm going to put a little bit right in there on each one. And here's the little brush that I'm looking for. You also want to do the red. I'm just going to take a little bit, and we're just going to do it like this. You see if I can do it without getting more, but I guess I'm going to get more, just a little. I'll do the same thing right here. This one will be a little bit darker, seems. I've got some red feathers and I've got some brown and some white, so they can look all a little different. Just kind of want them all a little different. It doesn't matter. See how they're just a little different. Hey Joanne, it's good to see you. Hey Miss Karen Jeans, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so we're gonna get the gold, and I think I want to put a little white on it this time to make it a little bit lighter. And I also maybe want to put a little bit right in there. There. Ooh, my nose itches. Let me dry this just a little bit. We'll do all the black accents in a minute. Just gonna go on here. I should have done this bigger, but I did it so little. That's the reason why I think it ought to go on a branch or something, but I don't have a branch in here. And this morning when I came in here to put everything together before work, my paints are all in the floor. The thing came off the wall and all the paints went everywhere. Oh my goodness. So I've got paints all in my hallway here and in the first part of my door. I could barely get in here because of that. I don't know what that tells me. First off, it tells me that I'm not very good at putting things up on the wall. And secondly, and maybe it was too heavy, I don't know. But I'll show it to y'all when I get finished. Y'all are gonna die at all this paint. And my little bear and my penguin are on the floor too. No, 2 of them squirted out some, but it didn't get on my carpet. At least I don't see any. And then it did get on my floors, my wood floors. So hopefully I can get that up with something. But oh, it's just so bad. And I didn't even hear that, y'all. I was laying in bed last night, and I'm like, did I hear something? Yeah, I heard something. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Yeah, I heard something, but it wasn't loud enough that I thought that it was something that fell off the wall. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, golly. All right, we're going to go around all of these with brown. But yeah, I heard something, and it's just a mess. I'm glad, really, that it wasn't as loud as it was. What if it was in the middle of the night? And see, I was not in bed. Well, I was in bed, but I wasn't asleep yet when I heard that. And you know, when you're alone, hey, Family Blessings Crafts, how are you? And when you're alone, you hear noises, I'm like, is somebody breaking in? I'm like looking around, and it's really dark in my room because I don't have lights on in there except for my cell phone light was on because I was talking to somebody. And I thought if somebody came in on me, I would just be doomed because there's nothing I really could do, right? So, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to get some black, and I'm just using the same brush. I didn't even brush it off or anything. We're going to do the feet real fast. And I need to put a little white in between the toes, the little toe-toes. Just like this. We're just going to paint that whole little foot. Just like that. They're coming together a little bit at a time. Hey, Melissa. How are you doing? Hey, Miss Connie. I didn't get to see you. I'm glad that they said something so I could say hello to you. Sometimes I don't see everybody. I apologize if you come on while my head's down. Let's do this. I need to make this one a little bigger. Feeties. Okay, so there's little feet for that. Then we're going to do the last one. Do this right here. Just do 3 little lumps. Just like that. Alright. And I'm going to put a little bit of black on the bottom of the beak. And we'll put a little bit, let me make sure I got enough on there. Just want to roll it in the paint and make it real pointed. We're doing all of them just a little smidgen different. And let me just keep going with the black. We're going to do The eyes. He's got big old eyes. Okay. So maybe he needs the big glasses. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to put a little bit. They're all different, okay? Hey, Lolita, how are you doing? Hey, Miss Peggy. It's good to see y'all. Thank you for popping on. All right, so let me go around their faces at least with the black. I don't know if the whole body needs it or not. And then we're going to put some stuff on them. This one right here is fat. He's been eating too many chips. And I don't want to put, let's see. Let me make sure this gets a little brown right there because I messed him up. Poor little thing. I put some white on him right there. A little bit right there. We got to do a little bit of black in between here. And then there's a little bit right in here. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to just go up a little bit right here where his little arm is or his wing. And then these don't really have them too much. This one kind of does, I guess. I'm doing this black just right here. But this way you can see a few of the arms, but not all of them because they're too close together. They're kind of squished together. Hey, Robin Runyon, how are you doing? Thank you for painting the page. All right. So the first thing, I did get these on sale at Hobby Lobby, okay? I didn't realize that they don't move at all. They are hard and they don't move. This is just what it is. And I don't, does he look okay, or would it look better with this? Let me show you. See, this one actually goes over his head. So I think it looks better. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. Hey, Miss Janice Lucky, how are you doing? Just right here at the top. I went too far on his head. I didn't mean to do that. But I wanted to get it right here at the top of his head. Just a little. And then I'm going to just put it over this. We'll do a little bit on the back. Just to give it something to hold on to there. And he's got brown and red on his hat. Okay. So then I wanted to look at the other one. I got red and red. Of course, it's burgundy and red. You like the second hat? I do too. This one's just too hard. I don't know what I would use this for. Now that I bought it, I'm kind of disappointed. Because I didn't really pay attention that it couldn't move at all. It is hard. It's got a piece of hard plastic in there. Alright, so I think I'm going to have to put these on the outer side just because it's easier. Let me see if I can do it on this one. He's fat, so he needs the big glasses. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then I've got a little pair of glasses. I don't know. Maybe the two middle ones need to have the glasses. And then the two big ones on the ends have to have this. So let me try to put a little bit over this, and we'll just do it on each side. Like that. Let me squeeze it on. Alright. And pull it down some. And then I'm going to do it on the back too. There we go. Let me get a little bit of glue because you don't want that to pop off at any time. I'm just dabbing a little bit on there. Don't put your finger in it because, Lord, that hurts. And I'm going to put a little bit on the side, on the bottom. Hey, Jamie Tate. Because it's going to pull up. I can just tell. This one did a whole lot better, but this is a fatter head or something. I don't know. All right. So this is going to go on this one. So we've got to paint them black, right? Or do you think they ought to be red glasses? What do y'all think? I'll do one black maybe and one red. Just the outside. Because this is dark on the edge where Lee cut them out. Lee cut me out these glasses and I've been dying to use them. And I've got two different sizes. They look cute. Thank you. Because I use these glasses a lot, especially on the bugs and stuff like that. But I like the birds too. We're going to do one red and one black. The big one is going to have the black, but I got to put a little bit of white in his eye. So let me just see about this. I have to use a little bitty brush. Alright, so here's the glasses, okay? It's going to be flat on here. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and we're going to get the red ones. And thank you, Miss Tony. And we're going to paint this red. It's too funny. I think this one ought to have a bow. We need to have girls and boys. Those look like boys on the ends with the hats. And then the girls need to wear the glasses because they're smart. Trying not to get any on the edges. These are cute, red. Let's see here. Just to be different, right? And she did make some other, wait a minute, I know what I'm going to do. She made some that look more like girls. Hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it. Thank you for that. Hey, Deborah Street, how are you? All right, look, y'all. You see the difference? These are pointed upward a little bit. And these right here are straight across. So I think I'm going to paint these red. Let me paint this one. I like it better. Because that's more like a girl, right? It's okay, Miss Deborah. You can go back and watch it, or you can just watch me finish these little boogers up. Let me see. I want it on this side. It's more smooth. But this is more like girl. So maybe it's one girl and 3 boys. So she's a lucky little girl. Or she may not be a lucky girl. I don't know. What do y'all think? I guess it depends on if they're good boys. Lord, if they're any like I've seen, she ain't lucky. Alright, let's see. Alright, so now these are the little red glasses. Aren't they cute? You could add something to look like rhinestones on her glasses. Oh. Like what? I don't know. We could put, oh, I know, we could put diamond dust or something on there, or regular regular dust, whatever this is called, regular glitter. This has got some little sugar glitter. Let's see if we can do that. That's fun. Okay. Let me get a little bit of Mod Podge. And I'm not a real Mod Podge girl. I think I'm going to take that off of there. It'll probably dry out, knowing me. And we're going to stick some of this right here. Really? I'm trying to get this off of the inside, but I don't guess it really matters. Because it's just no way to hardly put this on here without messing it up, going on the inside. So if it's on her inside a little bit, I don't guess it matters. Alright, so there's that. And let me get a plate under here so I can just lay this on there. Now these are more like little diamonds, but they're with the red underneath. I probably should have got red ones. So now she has little diamonds on there. How cute. All right, let me see. I'm going to dip it in there a little bit more. All right, let me see what she looks like. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So let me get a little bit of glue. I'm going to try to be very careful. Just kind of put a little bit on the edge. Dries too fast. Let me see. Let me do it again and see if I can do better. Go fast, Tanya, go fast. It's cute. Alright, hold on. We're going to do the boy. Now, I'm not going to get... Maybe we need to do this one on the edge a little bit with the black, because you can kind of see it since it's black. Let's see. Sometimes it's just got to have the whole thing black. We get the top real fast, and then we're going to dry it. Alright. Let's see if I can just lay them right here. Hopefully they won't go away. We're going to give her some little fuzz. Alright. Didn't make that too loud. Alright, let me look here. Let me make sure. I don't want to get it all over everything. Okay, I think it's dry. Alright, we're going to do this one's a little bit bigger, so it's a little easier. Got a little bit up at the top, but I can pull that off where it went above there. Okay. So we got our female here, we've got a male, and these two have hats on them, and I think they're boys. So let me move this out of the way. Move this. And these out of the way. And then we're going to put some feathers on there, because it just needs some. Okay, where's that good piece? Okay, here's a good brown one. And we'll put that on top of his head. I don't know if I want to put it right there. I think I'm going to put it right up here. Let it lean over a little bit. He looks so funny, y'all. See what he looks like? Alright, I want to get the red one for her, but let's see. This one's pink, and I thought it was red. Let me look in my bag. My bag of goodies. Woo! Oh my goodness. Let me see. I gotta find a red one. These are some pinks. Alright, this one is a red one. So let me get some of this off of here. And I want to take the bottom part off too. We don't want that big old piece of stuff. Alright. These are so funny. Alright, we want a little bit in the front and a little bit on the top. This is so funny. Alright, let's see. Do we want it upside down? Oh. I was going to do some up underneath the hat, but I don't know if I can do that. But look at her. She's cute. Funny, cute little birdies. It's just funny. He's got a big one up here, and hers is little. Thank you for the hearts. Ooh. All right, so let me put a little bit of white on their feet, their little bottom feet there. And then we'll be done with it. I was going to put some kind of a bow or something. Oh, that's just not good. Wait a minute, I got too much water in it. This makes them look more like little feet or talons or whatever you want to call it, by putting a little white in between. Get just a little bit more. Alright. So there's the little feet. See where the little lines are in between his little toes? I wish I could get a little bit of something up underneath there. Ooh, if I take this part off, y'all, hold on. He's gonna have bangs. Let me see. But I need it all the way to the end. I don't know if it'll do it. I should have done it before I put the hat on. Let me see if I can get the hat off. Come on, little booger. This is too perfect. And if I get it in here, let's see. We're going to do it on one of them and leave the other one okay. Let's just see here. Got a little piece of green. Where's that green coming from? I don't have any green. Oh my goodness. He's supposed to have bangs. And he's from the 60s. Wait a minute. Let me cut it. Just a smidgen. It's in his eyes and everything. It's so funny. Okay. Ooh, Mama's not good at cutting hair. All right. Maybe if I move it over, you can see his eyeball. There. He's just kind of got a bad haircut. Look at him. It's feathers, but it's just those straight ones. You think Mom and Dad are their two children? Could be. Yeah, it could be. I see that. Let me get these little things off of here. It kind of does. Oh my goodness. He's got bad hair. Yeah, now you can see it. He's got a comb over. My daddy used to do that comb over thing. Oh, God rest his soul. Hey, Miss Connie, thank you. Y'all like it? I probably ought to put a bow on her some kind of way, but I don't know if I have any ribbon in here. I got a pink one. I don't know if it's small enough. Let me see if I've got a red one, a little bitty thin one. I do. I have a red one. All right, so we're gonna just get a little one. These are the bad scissors. Always use good scissors. Thank you, Maria. All right, we're just gonna get it really small, even though I cut too big a piece. Gonna tighten it up there. Kind of put it to the side, but kind of cover up that little stick. Just with a little bit. There. She's got a little bow on her now. We could have stuck it on her right here or something. But I guess that's okay, like that. So thank you to Lee with the Turquoise Valentine for making me the glasses, because it's just priceless for these. You may have sent me small red ribbon, but not this real tiny one, I don't think. I think it was a little bit bigger than that, Miss Connie. Show us the big, oh yeah, okay. Y'all will see. Let me unplug, okay? All right, y'all ready? This is terrible. Let me see if I can flip. Can I flip? Look at my mess and what I have to clean up. There's my, see that right there? That's the little thing it was sitting on. Thank you, Miss Tony. Hey, Miss Tina. It's good to see you. I'm showing everybody my mess. I don't see it where it got on the floor. Please don't let it get on my carpet. But it did get some right in here on the wood. Isn't that terrible? And I can't believe that I really did not hear this. I thought I heard a little something. The holder fell off of the wall. See, it was right here. So obviously I'm not very good at putting it up there. So I really need a guy. I'm probably going to have to get Travis to come and do it for me. He's my handyman, and he does stuff. He'll probably say, why did you call me to do it? But I can't help it. I try to do things myself because I just don't want to have to pay anybody to do it. I know it's a hot mess, but now I got to clean it up. But I do like my little chicks. They're cute, my little birdies. They all have personalities. Bad hair dude, which is like a daddy, you're right. And these are two kids. You can't believe you didn't hear that. I know. And it fell against the door over to the left. I had to move it to get in here. I don't know how I did it. Thank you so much. I hope y'all enjoyed this. They turned out really cute. Thank you, Miss Ruth. Thank you, Miss Janice. Thank you, Lolita. And y'all have a good night. And I will see you on Friday. And we'll paint the little dog. And we'll make some little flowers that he's holding. With some of those Dollar Tree little flowers. John made me a wooden cabinet. And I had china in it. And it was a mess. Glass brought. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. I appreciate it. and just say a little prayer that I didn't get any of the paint on my carpet and that I can get it off of the wood. Ugh, hate that. Thank you so much, Tina. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate y'all being here, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed this. I'll take a picture of it, and I'll post it tomorrow. You have a good night, too, Miss Tony. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Good night.